don't know how stable this camera is, or if it's wobbly at all, and I apologize, but it's kind of a GoPro mounted on my dash. And today is Friday. This has been the longest week ever, at least it feels like. My wife is working from home, my kids are home from spring break, or March break, whatever it is. Plus they still have 2 more weeks off. And I've always worked from home. I mean, I've worked from home for, well, decades it feels like. Well over a decade anyway. And so this is kind of, well, it feels like every day is a Saturday. You know what I mean? I mean, it's... The only difference is that we're not going anywhere. We're as self-isolated as the next person. Which is pretty normal for us. I mean, we're a family unit that doesn't socialize too much. Anyway, I'm going to ramble here for 2 or 3 minutes, so I appreciate you putting up with me, and I will get out of the car as soon as I can because I don't know what the audio is going to be like. But if you've been watching this channel for a while, it probably happened because I started making all those Skip the Dishes and Uber Eats and videos like that. Well, now that the restaurant economy has taken a giant kick in the balls, I think we can all admit that, those jobs are probably, I'm hoping that they're flourishing right now. I wouldn't know. I haven't had the need to go and do that kind of job for a while, and my insurance company sent me a letter saying don't do it or else. So I haven't done it. Now, all the restaurant people that have been laid off, I mean, if there's a silver lining to this, it's where you are now presented with the opportunity to explore different career options. I mean, if you like working in the restaurant business, that's fine. I'm not gonna, you do what you do. But now there's places like Amazon that are hiring, and Loblaws, and Shoppers Drug Mart, and all the grocery stores, obviously, Walmart, Costco. They are overburdened. Their staff are, working their tails off, and so they're hiring. So I'm not saying rush out there and get into grocery or retail, but those jobs are available if you go out and chase them down. And there's other jobs available out there too. Like I said, restaurant delivery might be taking off. At least I hope it is. And, well, I work from home and I might be laid off. Who knows? We'll see. I sell computer parts, like e-waste stuff. And there has been a surge in a demand for work from home kits, like keyboards and LCD screens and anything to kind of make people work from home a bit easier. But that rush is only going to last a little while. So we'll see what happens with that. In this whole park, I'm basically alone. I guess that could be defined as social distancing. This is usually a fairly busy park. Yep, nobody. I mean, if I was the government right now, this would also be an ideal time to kind of stop traffic everywhere and say, you know what, we're finally going to get some of those road projects done. Pave the roads, fix the bridges, do that kind of stuff. And that's not the kind of job that requires a lot of social distancing. I mean, the guys that do that kind of work can stay arm's length apart, hopefully without any issues. But I'm not in that business either. That's just a thought. I don't think it's the government we have to worry about as much as the media. The media is the one who's making the most money off of this. They're the one who are profiting. That whole line, if it bleeds, it leads. Well, the media is making a fortune off this. They're pushing this story. Everybody's watching the news. Everybody's listening to the radio. It's all they care about. And the media is not reporting any of the good things that's coming from this. I mean, I can't pronounce it, but there's a malaria, like an anti-malaria medicine that is apparently 100% effective at stopping the lung infections from Captain Trips. Why is that not mainstream media? Okay, so where am I going with this? Well, you have a bunch of choices in front of you right now. The path that we're on, which was, getting more and more expensive every day, well, that path is taking a bit of a detour. So now you get the opportunity to make some choices in your life of where you want to go. I mean, once this shit is all over, the world's going to be your oyster. You can go anywhere, do anything, and you can say, you know what, I survived Captain Trips 2020. Which, the last big one was over 100 years ago. So just go out and do something. Just because you're isolated doesn't mean you still can't go for a walk by yourself or go for a run. Take this opportunity to start exercising, do some push-ups. Just do something for yourself. That's what it comes down to. All right, I got to finish walking the dog, and it's going to be a crappy day. Oh, and like I said, if I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on, I wouldn't be surprised to see if they actually close the stock markets by the end of today, or at the very latest, not open on Monday. Just to kind of put the world on hold. All right, it's too windy. You probably can't hear a word I'm saying, and I got to go walk the dog.